Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. What do we have for you on today's episode? We've got one clip and a Twitter segment to go over. It is in regards to the situation with, I believe his name is pronounced, Tekle Sundberg. He is the POC man who was ended after a situation with the police, which has prompted the usual suspects to come out in force to paint him out to be a saint, even though he was a kind of gangster rap, kind of glorifying violence, that type of thing. You know what I'm talking about. He's it's a thug-like type of mentality. So they're painting him out to be a saint, like Saint George. Can you remember that? Can you remember Saint George and his disciples? What Saint George and his disciples did to downtown Minneapolis? What his disciples and followers did to Kenosha, New York, Los Angeles, Portland, Seattle, and they're just the ones I can think of off the top of my head. So this clip here I want to show you. This woman here to the right of the screen, she was actually a victim of the deceased man. She actually had to hide in her house with pew pew coming through her window, or let me rephrase that, being fired at the residence. I don't know specifically if the gun went through the window, but she had to run for cover. Okay, so she's coming out and she is trying to get the usual suspects from the you-know-what three-letter organisation who have came out to literally deify this man, just like they did with George, St. George. And she's trying to tell them, hey, look, I'm the victim here. My children had to run for cover, right? And the crowd's response is everything you thought it would be. So we'll jump into the clip now. The Twitter segment we have to go over. It's just a quick thing at the end because the situation's changed now. But at first, for a long time, the actual armed man in this case, the person who's now deceased, his Gofundme had more cash in it than the victims. That's changed now, and we'll get into that as well. So we'll jump into the video. If you haven't yet though, please like the video, subscribe to the Hoggcast, hit the notification bell and share the video around if you find the video informative. You can also become a member of the Hoggcast and support us that way if you so choose. A big shout out to Ed for becoming a member again. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. You've been a subscriber and now a member with us for quite some time, and I do appreciate you, and I appreciate all the other members. Okay, let's go. Okay, the clip.
It was a terror. I'm sure it was a terror.
Not okay. Not okay.
You're alive.
Shut up. You guys need to just let it go. Grief in silence. This is not okay. This is not a George Floyd situation. George Floyd was unarmed. He was unarmed.
You're alive. Sorry.
So, you're alive. So this, the leftist in this group is trying. I love the way leftists do the mental gymnastics. He is shouting at her saying you're alive. So his point is essentially, the point he's trying to make is that she's got no room to complain, even though this person put her and her children through a very traumatic situation. She's got no reason to complain at all because she's alive. That's the standard we're at now, yeah, because she's alive. Right, so you've got this is what I mean. It's the way that left-wing people, the way that they try to reason and the way that they view the world. It's like I can't answer what a woman is because I'm not a biologist. Oh, you can't tell me what a woman is either because you're not a biologist. You can't complain about the fact that you and your family almost got removed from the planet because you're still alive. These are the people, bearing in mind, who screech like banshees whenever they get a political decision that does not go their way, which, let's face it, with the left is rare. Okay, you're still alive, right? Why are you complaining about the overturning of the you-know-what bill in the Supreme Court in regards to a procedure that women go through? I'm sure you know what I mean. They're still alive. Why are you complaining about it even though you're a man? You're still alive. Hell, how can you even talk about that? You're not a biologist, right? This is what I mean. It's the way that they don't even think about their answers. They don't think about the logic behind what they say. They just want to be right in the moment, and they'll say anything, no matter how stupid, to try and be right. Oh, well, you can't complain because you're still alive. That type of hypocritical bullshit mentality only flies on university campuses and academia, where you're never going to be challenged and you're surrounded by other idiots. Yeah, when you go into the real world, none of us know what the hell you're talking about. Okay, you're still alive, right? It's like if you saw someone who got ran over by a truck and they lost both their legs, right, and they were calling out for help. Oh, well, you're still alive. And these leftists are the ones who talk about compassion. You must have compassion.
This is not okay! My kids have to deal with this and probably have a mental illness now because they almost lost their life. There's bullet holes in my kitchen because he sat in the fucking hallway watching my move.
This family wishes this never happened.
I wish it never happened either. That'll help.
So the soy boy leftist there goes, this family, and he's talking about the perpetrator, the one who put her through this. This family wishes this never happened. Do you see what I mean about how they try and twist it? So now it's on the perpetrator's family. It's all, well, they didn't wish for this to happen. What a stupid rebuttal to the points that she's making. What about her? Do you think she wanted it to happen? This is what they can't admit they're wrong, so they'll just say anything, no matter how stupid it is, hoping that they could be right in the moment, right?
The place to call home. I can't sleep that night.
She's obviously going through a moment.
This is not okay.
This is what they want to show on the TV. She's obviously going through a moment.
So he goes, this is what they want to show on TV. Who's they? What do you mean they want this? You're there. You're there to protest in support of the perpetrator. You are back-chatting and bad-mouthing the victim, okay? And you're sitting there saying, well, this is what they want. Who's they? Why are you there?
This is not okay. Just go home. Go home.
Oh yeah, and bearing in mind, they've actually came out to the victim's house. They're here at her house to hassle her. It's unbelievable, isn't it? And these people think they're in the right.
Does none of you guys not found that man's door to check his house?
Shut up! He comes to my house. Shut up! You're
No, you guys did not come. He did not. You guys did not come and visit family at the time. This is not the time or the place. It wasn't even. It don't matter. It don't matter. Get away from me. Get away. No, because you think it's okay to get in my kid's in the car. My kid's in the car. My black kid is in the car. He tried to kill me in front of my kids. He tried to kill me in front of my kids. He tried to kill.
This is not the time. You've turned up outside her house. What do you mean it's not the time? And I'll say to this woman here, the mother, good luck trying to. Why are you trying to reason with them? These people, they're not reasonable. You can't get them to see your point of view. They never will. Okay.
Kill me in front.
So that's the end of that clip. So yeah, at the time of last night, the perpetrator's Gofundme, and in my opinion he shouldn't have one, was actually much higher than the victims, although that's changed now. Take a look, I'll show you what I mean. So it was only at 1,000 the other night, and the perpetrator, Tekle Sundberg, again I hope I've pronounced his name right, not that it bothers me because of what he tried to do, what he did do, but you know what the left are like, oh, you've pronounced his name wrong. Yeah, okay. So now it's at $44,000, $638, and I hope she gets every penny, even as much as she can get. One very good person here donated $5,000. That's amazing. It reaffirms my belief in humanity. Should we see top donors? Yeah, look. 5, 1, 5, 5,000, 1,000, and 500. A lot of good people, a lot of generous people. So that's really good. I like that. So now her GoFundMe is obviously doing much better. Let's hope that they don't take it down. I did see someone in the Twitter replies speaking about a Give, Send, Go. I think she might also have one on there. I would have advised doing it on there first, because you know what GoFundMe's like. So let's take a look. Where is it? Let's take a look at what people are saying, and then we will end the clip for today. The video even. It ruins the photo op. Yeah, that's what they wanted. They wanted a photo op. They didn't like to hear the truth, yeah. So the people that were telling her that you could hear and bear in mind, most of those were actually white people, white leftists. Yeah, they were telling her, who was a POC woman, to quote, shut up. Right? Just amazing, isn't it? The so-called our superiors, our betters. They're always just hollowed out scumbags. They really are. So yeah, the GoFundMe for the Andrew Tekle Sundberg has now reached over $15,000. So that was the situation last night, but as I showed you, it's much more now. But it just goes to show you how many gullible people are there out there who bought the party line that this guy was just a doctor, engineer, he was an outstanding athlete, he went to church 16 times a day. You know the type of thing they say about him. Yeah, this is an excellent answer here and deserves another retweet. Al R says it's comical how these people travel to someone else's neighbourhood to demonstrate against her own safety. But it's true, but good luck getting a leftist to understand that. They don't have that thing in their brain that deals with all that stuff. So the this organisation, the crooked one, is still a thing after the LA mansion purchase. Seems so, because the people who watch MSNBC and CNN and the Late Show, or whatever the hell it's called, Saturday Show, or whatever the hell it is, the Today Show, they didn't know about that. They still don't know about Patrice Cullors or Concullors or whatever the hell her name is. They still don't know about that. Welcome to unbridled self-righteousness. Yep, that's a hallmark of the left. The same people who get outraged when someone is misgendered want to minimise this woman's experience because she didn't pass away during the attempted murder. Yeah. See, look, this is what I mean. Look, they even yelled, "You didn't die." Morons. Just self-righteous, smug morons. Yeah, this what Keelani says. In today's America, if the perp is a POC, they are innocent no matter what. That's the way it's considered, isn't it? Bullet holes in my kitchen, this is not okay. And one of the leftists, as you heard, responded, she's obviously going through a moment. It's like if this is the thing with the left, it's like if a conservative was shot and they were bleeding out, yeah, a leftist would just say, oh well, what are you, it's only a joke, I only did it in a joke, what are you crying for, you're still alive. And these are the so-called the ones with the empathy, yeah, the tolerance, the understanding. I'm just so glad that society is waking up to what they are. in that they are the exact and literal opposite of everything they say that they are. Right? It's all projection. Yeah, and we'll end with this one here. It shows that they have no idea who or what they're protesting about. It's true. They don't know. They're just there. They don't know why they're there. They don't know who it is that they're demonstrating for. They don't know who it is that they're demonstrating against. They don't know why they hate those people. They don't know why they support Tekle Sundberg. They just don't know. All they know is that they're there, and they just need to be pointed in a direction. That's it. There's no thinking. Nothing at all. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments section below. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.